Hari Om. The conclusive shloka is also the aim or the goal of second chapter, Sankhya Yoga, as well as the end point of any sadhana. It is a point where the effort ends, the struggle is over, there is no struggler left, there is no struggle left, there is no sadhana left, there is no sadhaka left, there is no sadhya left. ना तो तू रहा ना तो मैं रहा, जो रही सो बेखबरी रही. There is only presence of state. What state? There is no what involved. Which state? There is no which involved. It is just a state. A state which has no comparison available, so the state cannot be described. Anything that can be described cannot be the state. To connote the state, the word Brahmi has been devised. What happens to the one who reaches the state? And if we say, can't say, that would create a logical absurdity amongst the people with finite intellect. So to obviate the logical absurdity, it is stated that Esha Brahmi Sthiti. Let us call the unknown factor as X. In mathematics, we say there is no X existing anywhere. For the time being, we say let us call the unknown thing is X. It is unknown, so it is referred as Brahman. For the one who has known it, he cannot say it. यदि मन्यसे सुवेदेति दहरमेव अपि केनोपनिषद. If you say you have attained Brahmi Sthiti, you have not attained it. Observe, all Jivan Muktas, Gurudevas included, never ever in any of their lifetimes spoke that I have realized Brahman. Do we say I am a human being? I am a man? Do we say that? We don't, because we know we are. No need to reiterate. Do I say and do we go and tell everyone that, look, I have got fingers? No. We know that we know that we know. It is for he who knows not that he knows not. Bhagavad Gita is written. So the one who has reached the state of Brahman, Brahmisthiti, the doubt comes to the mind, does he also fall back? Does a person who was so far a child and was playing children's games suddenly becomes an adult? Would he become a child again? No, sir. No possibility. When a girl gets married and bears a child and becomes a mother, can he become again a maiden? No, sir. Not possible. The very fact that she has born a child, she has entered motherhood, it automatically annihilates the virgin youth maiden that she was. The camphor has sublimated and is not to be seen. Can it become a camphor again? No, sir. Esha, that Brahmisthiti is like this. Na enam prapya vimuhyati, vimuhyati. You can get again trapped into the moha of maya or avidya once you are out of it. Once you have gone to the school and learned how to read and write, sir, illiteracy is gone. Even if you wish and want, it cannot come back. Why? You have learned how to read and write. And when you know how to write A, B, C, D, even once, we all learn how to pedal a bicycle. I'm talking of older days. These days, the children are not even knowing what the bicycle is, but the earlier days. And all of us, we have gone through an experience that the elder brother or a friend tries to teach you how to pedal a bicycle, and we keep trying, we fall everywhere, the balance is not there. And one moment, the pedaling happens, and you say, I got it. And once you got it, sir, even if you wish, you can't fall. Irreversible transformation, Esha Brahmi Sthiti. When can you get it? Anytime. Antakale api. Only a fool or a stupid reader can get consolation out of it. Okay, I don't have it now, but I still have 10 years. You know, when I will die, I will just say that, can I have Brahmisthiti? I will get it, I'm done. Sir, you are fooling yourself. Can you become an engineer at 80th of year just before dying? You cannot. For that, you should have taken the training in the engineering college when you are young. Then you would die as an engineer. Similarly, antakale api, to have that, rest of the kale you must have studied about Brahmisthiti. I want to be an excellent cook just before dying. Not possible, sir. This is Arthavad. Gita Mata is telling you to give you a consolation. That doesn't mean that in a fool's paradise we should think that antakale api, after doing efforts when? Antakal, not of this birth. Antakala. If at all you have really done something, there will be Antishti, Antishti, the last Yajnam, when you will be doing ahuti of your own ego. That Antakal the Bhagavad Gita is talking about, not the ending of hours for this birth where four people will be lifting us on the shoulders. No, that is not what is meant here. Antakale Bhagavan Naam api. That doesn't come on the tongue. What will come at the Antakala on my tongue? That will come, which right now, if I sit quietly, what comes in my mind will definitely come in my mind when I will die. When I sit very quietly on a holiday or whatever in my house, the thing that comes to my mind is, when can I build a bungalow? When can I have a lot of wealth? When can I tell other people my child topped the Harvard University? If this is what the filtered gist of my thoughts percolates in my mind, there is no Hari, no Govinda anywhere. गोविंदो गायो नहीं तूने क्या कमाए हो बावरो, तुम बावरे हो. गोविंद गाया ही नहीं है, कहां से गाओगे बाद में? Antakale means after one has struggled very hard through the sadhana, now fit for making it the last moment of matter vestures created by ego, that is the time when Brahmisthiti is obtained. The very beginning of the commentary by Gurudeva, he says, to renounce all desires. That is where the key lies. Dehadi Brahma Paryante Yaninte Bhoga Vastuni. That is Vairagya. Even not desiring the desire. After you have done, then Antakale, that is itself an Antakala. Gurudeva died in Uttarkashi well before his death. His death that we celebrate is passing away, casting away the body. Under the guidance and tutelage of Tapovana Maharaj, with his own personal, immense and intense sadhana, we do not know the timing, but could be the early morning Brahma Muhurtam of one of the days when he was sitting quietly in that cold hut at Uttarkashi. Antakala came to Gurudeva because after that he went into Brahmisthiti. To get that Brahmisthiti, we want it desperately. We say, God, give me Brahmisthiti. A child who has never been to the school has come to the teacher and said that, give me the knowledge of engineering. What will the teacher do? He will say, start from alphabet ABCD or Varnamala. That advice of how to reach a state whereby Antakale Brahmisthiti will come, the Sankhya Yoga Adhyay is full of advices for ardent sadhaka. First of all, first qualification the Adhyaya teaches is be an ardent sadhaka. What is an ardent sadhaka? Is he the one who just thinks of the Lord on Friday morning? Is it something that you can get it as also ran category? One of these days, whenever I get time, I will think about Bhagavad Gita and I shall get Brahmisthiti. Sir, we are fooling ourselves. First of all, we need to extricate ourselves from the world that we are in, where we are hopelessly and helplessly fighting our own battle. First of all, in the pravrutti marga, whatever is happening, have we sorted that properly? And that is why the Lord first states, the Bhagavad Gita first states the stage of Arjuna, the mightiest of the mightier. He himself, is surrounded by Klaibyam. So first advice Lord gives to achieve that last shloka, Brahmisthiti, first advice is Klaibyam masma gamaha. Sir, kya karu, sir? I am so much in trouble. I have got this. A crying person has not understood the spirit of Gita. Cry and Gita student, they do not go hand in hand. You can't be having Klaibyam. But how can I not have Klaibyam? I've got so many problems. The child is kicking me, the wife is kicking me, the money is kicking me. I've been so honest, and blah, 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 blah. Kaifiyat. The narration of our own problems, they should not create Klaibyam, because nacha etad vidmaha yadva jayem va nah jayeshuhu. Should the situation take over me, or I should take over the situation? Should I be fighting, or I should be fought by the situation? Kabir Maharaj says, Saiya nikas gaye main na ladi. I did not find, and the husband went away, the Chaitanyam went away. इस महल के 10 दरवाजे कौन सी खिड़की खुली रही? सैया निकस गए मैं ना लड़ी. I did not fight in this world in pravrutti marga. And then it really comes to us saying that I don't know how to really deal with this world. What to talk of the spiritual world? And why I am not able to fight in this world? Because of pitiful limitation. Karpanya doshaha apahat swabhava. Pitiful limitation. So first step is to know that I alone cannot do anything, because I have got a I'm upadhi, limited adjunct is upadhi. I'm a limited santa person, santa buddhi yukta jiva. Once we realize that, then what is the solution? Shishyaha te shadhimam tvam prapannam. Bhagavan, I am your disciple. Please teach me, instruct me. Shadhimam prapannam tvam. I have surrendered to you. So surrender is the key. You don't know what all I have done in my life. I was born in the poverty and I made so much of money, and I'm the only person and I'm the only guy. I'm the only. Stop all this. It will not lead anywhere. I am a stupid and a fool of highest order, simply because I am born with limited Santa Buddhi. So the only way is the way Surdas Maharaj said, He Govind, He Gopal, Rakho Sharan, Ab ke Jivan Hare. I do not know how to get out of this. Arjuna did the same thing. So he got Sakhya Bhakti. If we don't do it, There is no question of antakale brahmosthiti. There will be antakale punarjanma sthiti. While doing all this, the Arjuna became so helpless that he realized that I should not be blabbering anymore about myself. So he became silent. Tushni babhuva. He became silent. So we need to become silent. He became silent because of his absolute inability to understand what is happening around. If we are going to be silent, mentally prepared to surrender, prapannam, then only in that case, Lord is going to be the guide. Because Arjuna went into the state of surrender, if we read Ramanujacharya's Sri Bhashyam, the entire Ramanuja philosophy of Shuddha Dvaita is based on the basic foundation stone of Prapatti, Sharanagata. Sharanagata Shadalakshanam. That is not the topic for today, but Sharanagatam. Once we surrender to the Lord, then the Lord starts with his advices, which earnestly we should follow to reach the last shloka. And the first advice the Lord gives is Ashochan anvashochaha tvam. You are grieving for things you should not be grieving for. Na anushochanti. Now just look at our own life. Our life is nothing but a complete ballad and opera of lamentation. मैं यूं होता तो क्या होता, मैं वो होता तो क्या होता, डुबोया मुझको मेरे होने ने, मैं कुछ भी नहीं होता तो क्या होता. I wish I could have, I wish I should have. The whole life is punctuated by these statements. That is why first advice by Lord Bhagavan Sri Krishna Vasudeva to Arjuna is na anushochanti. The first advice. Second advice, why you should not grieve. Na tu eva aham jatu na asam na tvam. At no point you as well as me were not there and will always be there. Our outlook towards the life is so limited that 70 साल की जिंदगी है, जितना कर सकते हो करो, क्या मालूम आगे क्या होगा. Reading at an intellectual level Bhagavad Gita saying that Brahman is eternal is very easy. But in our actual life, we are all are working as if it is just 70 years, nothing more. Why? Because I'll be dying. Before my death, I have to do everything whereby my name will be there, my fame will be there. I have to complete this task, I have to complete that task. The whole thinking is limited by the fact that I have limited time because I am a limited life person. And the Lord blasts this idea saying that na tu ev aham jatu na asam na tvam. Neither you nor me, we both are eternal. This is called kriya palat, reversing the process of thinking. So don't grieve, don't think you will be dying, And the third most important advice, which is very, very critical for us, is Matra Sparshastu Kaunteya Shitoshna Sukha Dukha Daha. Da is to give, Daha. But actually it is a Daha for us. Daha is the heat of the fire. We are burning into Sukham Dukkham. Because of what? Lord gives Matra Sparshastu, contact between the sense organs and the subjects. The key lies there. Then what is the solution? Try your level best not to get the sense organs in touch with the objects. Very well, Lord, I understood it. Now I will do one thing. I will throw away all the objects. The Lord says, my dear, I'm not talking about the objects that are there outside. What about the objects inside your mind? Because they have already entered and made a house there. The beautiful damsel that you wanted to see is residing in your thoughts. You recall the Smriti. It is not the contact with a bad thing that is important. It is the memory of that experience that is plaguing us. All the bad things are not existing in the world, they are existing in the mind. And they get recalled. That recalling, that association, that contact, Arjuna, is the reason for Sukham Dukkham. Then Arjuna, I have told you why you are becoming Dukhi. Is it difficult for you to become happy now? Anandam, is it difficult? All you need to do is Sanyatendriyaha. And to become Sanyatendriya, don't try to destroy the world. It is not your world. It is Lord's world. It is your distorted version of the world. The real version of the world is Lord's creation. It is beautiful, full of happiness. So don't try to destroy the world. Neither you have the right and authority and capacity, nor it is going to be of any use. So what do we do then? Do not covet it. Let the damsel be there. Look at her as a beauty of Lord. Do not covet the things. And then what will happen? If you don't covet, then what will happen? Vihaya kaman sarvan. Puman charati. Charati is bound to be there. You are born. Gurudeva ate, Gurudeva drank, Gurudeva wore the clothes, Gurudeva spoke, Gurudeva walked. Puman charati. But how? Nispraha. Even the nectar of knowledge that he distributed throughout his life with both the hands full with the nectar, without seeing who is receiving it, still he didn't have even iota of desire even about distribution of the Jnanamrutam, doing it as divine duty. So the third advice we get in Sankhya Yoga is Matra Sparshastu Kaunteya. So remember the santness of the buddhi, realize the shortness of our intellect, surrender to the God Prapatti, and then Nanu Sochanti, Na Aham Jataha, and then not to let the desire, letting the sense organs associate with the contagion, samsarga roga. This virus is not a samsarga roga to be bothered much about. The real samsarga roga is samsargaha of the sense organs with the objects. That is the third and the most important advice. The fourth advice is yam hi na vyathayanti na sa amrutatvaya kalpate. Brahmi sthiti is amrutatva. You cannot even kalpate. You cannot even imagine of it if vyathayanti. If you are getting affected, sir, I'm getting a constant failure in my life. Simple, sir, it is because of your prarabdha. Na vyathayanti. No, I'm getting too much of money. I just tried to take one plot I took. It was barely 1 lakh. Now it has become 1 crore. Don't be elated. Na vyathayanti. It is all connected with the past deeds or the prarabdham. Yallabhase nija karmopate vittam tenam vinodaya chittam. Bhaja govindam. Vinodaya chittam. Cheerful, smiling. Balaji Maharaj referred to that word of Gurudeva. Cheerfully. जैसी स्थिति आहे तैशा परीर आहे कौतुक तूप आहे संचिताचे कौतुक with curiosity, with happiness, watch what the Lord is unfolding to you, because what is unfolded is your own clothes, not Lord's creation. Lord has been very, very, very judicious and still compassionate. Enormous amount of mental agony in this birth means enormous amount of mental agony has been executed by you on somebody else in the past births. So, na vyathayante, do not get affected. So, prapta paristhiti is the outcome of my prarabdham. I have nothing to do with it now. Because now I have touched the feet of Gurudeva. It shall be a sheer great insult on anybody's part if he tries to cry and weep in spite of knowing that Gurudeva existed. You are directly insulting the great Gurudeva if you are into Vyatha, because his whole life he has tried to teach us something that is na Vyathayanti. This is the part of Sankhya Yoga. As a gist of Sankhya Yoga, remaining we'll try to see in the next session. Hari Om.